Governors of Nebraska and Iowa joined a group of 20 governors calling on the Biden administration to take immediate action on the southern border.
In a joint letter sent today, the group accuses the Biden administration of enticing a rush of migrants to the border. They claim it's because the administration halted the border wall construction, is not enforcing immigration laws, and eliminated asylum agreements. The letter comes after Pillen and Reynolds recently visited the border with Texas Governor Greg Abbott.